actually ready. Hi, everyone. We're back. Final Fantasy 14. Oh my god.
Oh my god, FF14. FFXIV.
It's time for Plot Unto the Breach. Good news, Akina. Thank and Urianger have finished their tour of Garlemald and are on their way back even as we speak. As we haven't heard anything on the towers from the Alliance, I'm hoping that he might be able to shed some light on things. But you two arrive at a moment now. Let's see what they have to say, eh? And then they say, yeah, everything's fucked. The situation is what I would call quite fucked.
It's a little bit silly. Don't worry about it.
Ah, welcoming party. You gone through the trouble? From what I hear, you've been more than busy enough as is. Honestly, you might have waited for me to return before discovering a cure for tempering. As it is, I can't even pretend to have been involved. I love him.
Well, if it's any consolation, I myself was a little more than a spectator. The lion's share of the credit must go to Alize, Graha, and Akina. But I believe I speak for the rest of us when I say we are proud to have rendered what little assistance we could.
Also, as you will also have heard, though, it hasn't been tales of triumph. Just as we were taking steps to towards finally addressing the primal threat, a pile of fresh problems landed on our lap. Anyway, it's good to have you back. Though I can't help noticing that we're one Urianger sort of a scouting party. You haven't lost him, have you? Oh, I couldn't lose him if I tried. And I did try. Repeatedly. But no, he decided to linger in Alamigo to appraise Rahabun and the others on how the land lies in Garlemald. Then mayhaps you would do the same for us? Indeed. It was just as Lee said. Worse, in fact. Devastation as far as the eye could see. Never and Illard, however, were notable by their absence.
Might they have met their end at the hands of Xenos and Fandaniel?
Perhaps. Or perhaps they simply lost the will to fight. You see, the capital has been plunged into deathly silence, with one exception. The Imperial Palace. It was a busy place before the war, but it has grown busier still, with throngs of soldiers and civilians working there day and night to rebuild, or rather, transform it. Transform it into what? That is a difficult question to answer. The construction is vast and unsettling to behold, like something from a nightmare. According to Urianger, certain aspects of its design were clearly devised with the manipulation of Aether in the mind. Magitech, in other words. As unnerving as said edifice was, there was nothing next to the sight of its builders. They swarmed the palace like so many insects, working with nary a word exchanged between them. No one overseeing construction, no one barking orders, as if they were possessed or tempered. We wanted to investigate more closely, but given our suspicions, it seemed wiser not to take the risk.
If Fandaniel could bind Bahamut to his will, might he have done the same to the people of Garlemald? Whatever the truth may be, this information is certain to prove valuable. You have our thanks.
Be sure to save some for Urianger. Which reminds me, I have a message from Alamigo. Raboon is hosting a meeting to discuss the latest finding on the towers, and he requested our presence.
Then why not leave that to us? You must be weary from your mission.
No, I'm fine. These towers have been on my mind since I first spied one on the way back. I'm keen to get to the bottom of this. In that case, I shall stay and begin looking into another matter. As I promised Kryl, we need not all attend.
Very well. I suggest the rest of us make our way to Alamigo forthwith. The sooner we leave, the more time we will have to speak with Arianje before the meeting.
Nope. Guess it's off to Alamigo.
Mm-hmm.
Problems are in the midst, but we'll be fine. What's the worst that could happen? What,
I
you
can think of a few things.
Oh, you think Van Daniel's gonna show back up and spout more wanting to kill everyone nonsense?
Yeah.
You know, that's fair. I could see him doing that. Hold up. Is the YouTube side live? I think the YouTube side might have died because of me having to kill the stream so suddenly.
Oh.
Give me a second.
Oopsie daisy.
I had to kill the stream like right after starting it because I had to update the game.
Mm-hmm.
That was my fault. Alright, let me see. Live. Well, there is a way to tell. That's not the right button to tell. Hang on. Is it live, or do I need to do some fancy shit to get to go live? Yeah, it does not look like it's live at the moment.
Dang.
It's a good thing I checked.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I would have had to have downloaded this whole episode and then done that. I mean, it's not a problem. Just see if that will connect it. Oh, did not mean to click that. Jesus fuck. I may just have to do that anyway. I think I fucked everything by what I did.
No.
Yeah, it looks like the YouTube side is refusing to go live because I think I fucked it all by what I did, but it's fine.
Oopsie daisy.
The Twitch side is live, and I can just download this and upload it to YouTube.
That's so fair.
Yeah,
all of this is getting recorded, so...
Yeah. Well, I mean, no, I just have to download it off Twitch. I don't have it saved auto set to save to my computer anymore. Because that would waste storage. Yeah, it's refusing to go live on. No, don't do that. Why will you not? I don't get why it's not going live, but oh well. No shit. What did I just do? Oh, I did that by accident. Okay, it's whatever. Yeah, I realized that after the fact. I realized that I realized that after the fact. I was like, wait, I killed the stream immediately on YouTube, and YouTube isn't like Twitch where it's easy to like start and stop a stream. Well, as easy at least. Like you have to play with the settings again, and it's not working. That was my fault. I forgot to update the game before stream, and then I had to like kill the stream instantly.
That's kind of fair, though, to be honest. My friends, much and more have I heard of your travails in our absence. Heartened am I to see that you all hail and whole. Dude, just say that you're glad to see us. As are we to see you safely returned from your mission, Arianje. I trust Thancred made you feel welcome.
I don't remember who this is. Oh, it's this guy. I think you voiced him.
Oh. I do think I voiced him, yeah.
I can't remember who this was. I was like, who's this?
Hornvald, whatever are you doing here? When we spoke via Link Pearl, you told me you'd be away on a mission. And who's to say this isn't part of it? But enough about that. It's good to see you look so similar. I thought you would have grown a bit taller in a whole year in another world, but apparently not. Well, I am sorry to disappoint you. While my soul may be a year older, my body has hardly aged. As you are well aware. And may I remind you that we Elizin are known to be late bloomers, especially in terms of our height. Mark my words, the day will come when even a great Auroch such as yourself will crane your neck to meet my eye. It's freaking manly.
Tiny.
It wasn't. I say as if I'm not also probably around his same height. Anyways.
You're also short, but don't worry about it.
It was not until my 20th summer that I found that I myself outgrew my boyish proportions. Though Menbrida towered over me nonetheless.
Crazy to bring her up, given how long she's been, dead.
Man. Yeah.
In death, there is life. Farewell, Urianger, you daft old coup. Arnvald brings out the best in Alphino, doesn't he? They both seem so at ease in each other's company. It's almost endearing. And she immediately turns towards towards Akina.
Mm-hmm. So, what exactly brings you here? Oh, Fordola, mostly. We need to go over a few things before we set out.
Fordola?
Set out? Wait, does this have something to do with the towers? What gave you that impression? Actually, tell me later. You've got a meeting to go to. I'll see you afterwards, alright?
You're not going to acknowledge the name that was spoken? That's a crazy-ass person to be heading out with.
Mm-hmm. If Fordola's going with him, that must mean... My apologies. Sonvald rightly pointed out we have a meeting to attend. Let us be about it.
Like, that is a crazy-ass name to just hear, because, Fordola.
Right?
Remember all the shit she caused us? Yeah.
Ere we begin, I would like to offer my gratitude to Masters Thancred and Urianger. Tis no small feat to infiltrate the Imperial capital.
You did something pretty badass yourself.
Much less in times of civil war.
Throws the fucking
Thanks
thing
to
on the
them,
floor.
We may plot our course in full knowledge of how the winds blow in Garlemald.
Full glad are we to have been of service. But verily, such dangers as we did encounter pale into insignificance next to those faced by our comrades. An Ascian, armed with the might of Bahamut, bent on bringing
I just
about
love
the
that.
final days.
But we have sown in blood, we have reaped in suffering.
He sought only to make a show of the power at the Teleforoi's disposal. But since then we have seen no sign of this Fan Daniel or his worm. And while we've done what we can to bolster our defenses, there's no telling where he might strike next.
Whenever and wherever it may be, we must use the intervening time to learn more of our enemy. 'Twas with this in mind that we dispatched scouts to investigate the towers.
Our advance party took longer than expected to return. And when they did, they tried to kill us. Luckily, I'd seen that sort of thing before, and we were able
They
to
tried to kill
restrain
us.
them before they did any harm. Then it was just a matter of letting the Porksies do their work.
Are you saying they were tempered?
Love that. They tried to kill
Once
us.
they'd come back
Fair
to
enough.
their senses, they told us everything they could. It seems that just as they were getting close to the tower, they heard an ear-splitting roar. And that was the last thing they remembered. But what worries me most is what they were saying right before they attacked. Glory be to Garlemald.
Yeah, it's a problem. But I mean, no, it's just a problem.
The tempered have heretofore ever been thralls to primal entities. Yet these hapless souls were compelled to accept a nation as the object of their devotion. This calleth into question all that we know of the condition.
Would that the unsettling news ended there. Alas, there is more. Following the earlier reports of missing Amalja, we have learnt that other beasts
I
have
just sent you,
suffered
Keith.
similar losses.
What the heck is this?
And we now have reason to believe that the abductions are connected.
Digital, no!
It's just a prank, bro.
Digital!
Our scouts sighted black-garbed figures.
She's being
leading
crucified.
Shadow Ixal in the direction of the tower in Dravania. The Temple Knights were able to intercept them before they could reach their destination, liberating the Ixal and apprehending their captors, each of whom was found to be equipped with Garlean arms and armor.
So the Empire is the common thread.
With the support of Xenos, it seems likely that Fandaniel has rallied a faction of the splintered Garlean army to the banner of the Telophoroi.
Lord Hien reached the same conclusion when I shared our findings with Doma. The plan had been to march on Garlemald from the east and west in order to force a peace treaty. But the situation has changed. Dealing with the threat of the towers must come first.
This is fair. We need to get rid of the towers so we don't die. Given the fact that, you know, those are connected to the end of days.
Tempering, I could think of few suitable candidates to aid in this task. But I am confident in my choice.
Hey, look who it is.
Oh.
Yeah, buddy, he directly said he was going with her.
Yeah.
Resistant to primal influence as they are, they can
Yeah, true, they both have the echo.
without fear of being turned.
No, yeah.
I mean, hers was, you know, forced into her, but yeah, we
Glad to put
You
our
know.
gifts to use, Commander.
don't worry about the don't worry about Xenos' freak experiments.
Gifted or not, going behind enemy lines remains a perilous undertaking. But we must know more if we're to strike back at our foe. I'm counting on you.
If it would
I
be
do like
your
the
pleasure to
Revolution
100 times over,
playing.
Right.
we won't let
We
you
haven't heard this song in a long ass
In a
time.
while, yeah.
That concludes the briefing. You two, make ready and join your escort.
Are you certain about this, Arenvold?
I am. Come on, let's talk outside.
Oh, I think we're actually gonna get to a certain scene tonight.
Mm.
A scene that I thought was during the, it was at a different point, but it's during this arc. For context, we get for context, it's Alisaie meeting Estinian for the first time. Which, I mean, it's really crazy when you think about it, the fact that she has never met the man. You know, he did so much for us during whatchamacallit, but we haven't heard from him in a long ass time. Yeah, I think it's during this next quest, actually.
Now that it's out in the open, I don't have to keep it under my proverbial hat anymore.
By the way, there are people who ship are involved in Fordola. You'll see why by the end of all of this.
Gone through all the formalities at the Rising Stones. Made sure to inform Jamolva and Vamar at Ralga's Reach as well.
All
Arenvold,
that
I
pain,
admire your enthusiasm,
all that suffering,
but this is far
betrayal.
more dangerous than anything you have done
too
before.
much for anyone. But here you stand, unbroken.
I know the risks. And I also know what's in store if we don't stop Fandaniel from carrying out his plan. With this power of mine, I can make a difference. If I stood idly by, I would regret it for the rest of my life.
Friendly reminder that he has a scar because his own mother tried to, because he is part Garlean, and his own mother tried to cut out the third eye thing.
What you want?
Ah, yeah.
What are you asking me for? It's not like I have any say in the matter.
Don't pretend. We both know Commander Aldin gave you a chance to refuse. And you didn't.
She tries to act all tough.
Oh my god, Tsundere.
So the Empire's finished, is it? But that's what they're all saying. That the great and glorious Garlemald slit its own throat.
I mean, kinda did.
And now,
Kinda.
from out of its twitching carcass crawls the Telophoroi with bloody Xenos at its head.
Yeah. That shit just kinda happened.
I fought for Garlemald. Killed for Garlemald. What was I part of? I need to know. Whatever it is, I need to know.
Very well.
I need to
If your
know.
hearts are set on this, I shall not stand in your way.
If you finished with your touching display of camaraderie, I have a question. Which tower are you going to investigate?
I love Tancred being just a little silly. Trying to lighten the mood a bit.
The one in Girabani is said to be tightly guarded. It's patrol after patrol out there, apparently. We'd be spotted before we got anywhere near it. Which is why we've set our sights on the one in Pagalthan instead. There shouldn't be anything like as many Imperials to worry about down there.
Even so, I doubt the local Amalja will look kindly on it if they catch you sneaking around in their territory.
Fordola and I had a chance to learn the lie of the land in our previous forays there. We might still find trouble, but at least we won't lose our way. Well, we'd best not keep them waiting any longer.
Oh. I was like, what is that noise? My husky is snoring.
When all of this is over, we could take another trip to Loxeld.
Yippee.
I would have you know I've become a rather capable swimmer since our last visit.
Hey, better than an alternative than licking my pillow.
I'll believe that when I see it. Though,
Did you just sigh at me?
into deep water does seem to be a
Were you
sign
not
of-
sleeping?
Take care, Ray.
Don't you sigh at me. Ridiculous husky? The fact that he does it, he just goes... Like he has to sigh about, he's something to sigh about. Just talking about him.
You come in with me.
Aww.
Aw.
I'll still owe you for saving my skin, don't I? Can't return the favour if I'm not there.
I dare say you'll get your chance before long. That Fandaniel sounds like a tricky customer. Too much for the likes of me, anyway. But we both know I'd just be another soldier if it weren't for my gift. And I need to be a damn sight more than that given what's coming. I realise I can't hold a candle to a hero like the Warrior of Light or Alfino, for that matter. He might look like he's 12, but he's seen more action than most people see in a lifetime. No, the fact is I'm nothing like them, and maybe I never will be. But I'll be damned if I don't try.
I like that this is somewhat a continuation of what we were dealing with back in the first.
Mm-hmm.
The idea of what makes someone a hero.
On us.
Right.
So let's give it our all.
Again, I just love so much of that. And again, I know I keep bringing this up. It's just one of my favorite things. I love the fact that it is directly brought up that at least most of the people who were aiming to be warriors of light weren't doing it because of like being tempered or anything. They were doing it because they genuinely wanted to save people. And the fact that it was effectively the whole thing was Elidibus taking that genuine desire to help people and twisting it for his own gain.
Right.
Can you hear me? It's Tataru. I'm happy to say we've managed to find Estinian.
Good. Where is he?
And I'm sorry to say he went running off again the moment we told him about Bahamut.
Bro said, a dragon? I got this.
Mutter something about
Bro said, I have not fought a dragon in forever. I am game. This is my
Did
one
somebody
thing.
say a dragon?
That is literally his entire plot thread throughout the rest of this series, by the way.
What's a dragon? Ayo.
He is a hobo, but the second you say dragon, he's like, this is my one thing, guys.
That's the one thing I love doing, killing dragons. Oh my god.
I know one thing, and it's dragons.
Gladly.
It's so funny.
Kryle and I get back to the Rising Stone.
Bro is also
likes killing dragons. What can I say?
Bro, that is the only thing he knows.
While you go off on your dragoon hunt, Urianger and I will return to headquarters. We have much to tell the others.
Like, he quite literally just does shit.
I wish you every
He does, like, nothing else. He's also terrible with money, and is very easy to scam.
Ah, yeah, that'll do it.
You could probably get him to buy a hat for 5 million gil.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Which is why he's not allowed anywhere near the Scion's money. Otherwise, Tataru will castrate him. Tataru hit him with the bayoneted torture attacks.
Not the bayoneted torture attack. So Estinian was bound for Ishgard.
Come on. Thank you.
Whatever it is that brings him home, we must hope it will keep him there long enough for us to find him. Come, there's no time to lose.
I like our cyber Dark Knight over here. Soul Train.
Soul.
Where? I don't know.
Way.
And with the bayoneted torture attack, just. I love the torture attacks in Bayonetta. They're really fun to use.
All present? Good. Let's split up and search for Estinian. Since we're relatively new to this place, Graha
No,
and
that's
I will look
Alcé.
at...
Hang on.
Oh wait, no, that's Al. Yeah, that's Alcé. My bad.
Relatively new to this place. Graha and I will look around one open spaces, the square markets and whatnot. You and Akina can have delve into the nooks and crannies.
Very well. Let's reconvene at the airship landing later, with or without Estinian. Good luck.
Hey, why don't we go with Graha? I mean, we could go with Graha. After all, he said he wanted to see us. He wanted to see Ishgard with us.
Mm-hmm. I think I shall begin at the Sky Steel Manufactory. So perhaps you could try the congregation? Lucia may well have heard news of our friend's return.
Yeah, we're gonna see someone who we haven't seen in a long ass time. Remember Lucian? We haven't seen like any of the Ishgardians in a while. That person's free company tag is oof. Hey, it's a dragoon. They're probably, they're probably leveling dragoons, so they may just be doing Heaven's Ward. Who knows? Given that they have the sprout marker, the level, and the fact that they aren't like part of anything, you don't have a title or any of that, they're probably doing Heaven's Ward. Anyway. I think I was Lucia because you were Elmeric. Good evening, you warrior
Yes.
of light. Lord Elmeric sent word that you would be attending the meeting in Alamigo, so I gathered you have not come in search of him. To what then do I owe the pleasure of your visit? I see. No, we were not aware if Sir Estinian had returned to Ishgard, but as I expect you remember, he is wont to come and go as he pleases. Perhaps he came seeking an audience with Lord Elmeric, only to find him absent? In any event, I'm afraid I can't help you. Perhaps one of your companions has fared better. Oh, speak of that. Yes, speak of that. I'll say at the airship landing, I'm almost certain it's this. I'm almost certain this is the moment when, it's something extremely goofy happens. Mostly because it's Estinian and it's Alizé meeting for the first time in two very goofy characters.
Fair enough.
No sign of him. Not that I've ever met him before, but the way Alphino goes on about him, I'm fairly sure I could pick him out in a crowd.
Yeah, he'd stand out.
She does seem awfully quiet. If the erstwhile Azure Dragoon had returned to Ishgard, would it not be a source of general excitement?
Look who it is!
Oh.
We have not seen him in
First
so
the
long.
Scion's Coinkeeper, and now you. I'm beginning to think these meetings are more than mere coincidence.
We've been looking for you, man. How you been?
Glad that you are still taking regular showers.
It's been too long.
Look at him.
Too long.
Yep.
You look an ilm taller and twice as rugged. It suits you, Alphino.
Yeah. Sir, that's not right. You're about to die, Estinian.
Quieter, though. Have you been giving him lessons on how to be the strong, silent type?
Estinian, I'd run. I like how Kino's not.
Alphino! If the two of you are such firm friends, perhaps you should remember what he looks like. And what do you mean, rugged? Oh, had my brother mentioned what an oaf you are, I'd never have bothered looking for you in the first place.
I love his expression, like,
It's like, oh.
The Azure Dragoon. He who fought and felled the dread worm Nidhogg at the Warrior of Light's side.
And meanwhile, Graha's being
Thanks,
Graha.
Graha.
To think the day
Not the shine in his eyes.
when we see this living legend with the
Estinian's just like, dude, what the fuck is that?
There's a lot of things happening right now, and I'm not quite sure how to react.
Going on.
Estinian's like,
Is
okay.
everything all right? I thought I heard Alizé shouting.
Oh, never mind. Alphino looks exactly the same.
It's been too long.
Twice as rugged.
Twice as rugged.
Let's say he's still pissed.
No, it's quite understandable. That was hardly the first time we've been confused for one another. Nor, I suspect, will it be the last.
Well, I, for one, will not be making that mistake again. What I will say, for the second time today, is that you've grown. Inside and out. I can tell.
One can't remain a spoiled little lordling forever, you know.
I do like that
Someone
Estinian's kind of like an older brother to Alphino.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when we were growing up, Alphino would never befriend other boys because he couldn't stand the thought of not being in charge. But maybe that's changed. He seems just as happy around Estinian as he does Arenvald.
He's grown up a lot. Learn to talk with people rather than at them.
I wouldn't be so sure. He still loves nothing better than the sound of his own voice.
Thank you, Alice. I love Graha just nerding out.
No rest for the righteous, eh? Speaking of which, I was just on my way to borrow an airship to take me to Azis.
He's just like, wait, oh my god, it's the Estinian.
Azisla? How could I forget? The dragon with whom Bahamut shared the deepest of bonds.
I'm gonna have to go refill my water soon.
Tiamat, his mate.
I had enough left that I didn't need to refill it before stream, but I've been drinking it, so you know. Oops.
I see. As the one who first summoned Bahamut, you believe she may be able to shine some light on his latest incarnation. Might I suggest that we make the journey to Azisla together? I'm not sure if Tataru mentioned this, but we Scions have an airship of our own now.
I see no reason why not. Assuming your sister can bear the thought of sharing a deck with me.
I love how Stadium's just like, oh, okay.
Be my guest. But confuse me with Alphino again and I'll throw you overboard.
She's like, yeah, okay.
I don't know who he thinks he is, but he's nothing like Alphino painted him to be.
He's an idiot.
I will admit, he is not exactly as I imagined him either. Based on what I had read of the man, I think I was expecting someone a little less blunt.
Keenan's just like, look, he's a bit silly. Don't worry about it. He's just a bit silly. So yeah, I love that moment. Just, I am not Alphino. It's like, damn. It's like, Estinian, you fucked up. And now you're gonna die.
Beans. Cool beans, Estinian. Good lord. It has been quite some time since I last set. It has been quite some time since I last set foot in Azisla, but I understand the three of you were here rather more recently. I don't suppose you chanced to meet with Tiamat during your visit?
Password. The password is?
Password.
Password.
Jesus.
And the robot was like, don't ever do that again.
Alas not. We had no cause to set foot here in the Delta Quadrant, but I have studied the relevant records, which is not to say I wouldn't appreciate a first-hand account of your dealings with her.
Well then, Akina is the person to ask. As far as I know, she's the only one of us to have met Tiamat face to face. I hope Midgar Storm was here to introduce me.
Ah, yes. You are a friend of her father.
I think you were Estinian, I'm pretty sure.
Was I Estinian? Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Because I remember I was, Ysil.
Oh, yeah. I, too, have met with Tiamat. After the Dragon Song War came to a close, I came here to speak with her, a worm who had fought her own war against man in another age. I wished to know if she had yet harbored thoughts of vengeance, and asked as much. She said no. My hatred for your kind was extinguished long ago. But the guilt she feels for resurrecting Bahamut burns on undimmed. It torments her, even now. I see. And your original reason for coming here was out of concern that Tiamat had been forced to summon Bahamut. Needhogg is a part of me. I feel his emotions as my own, and I know that he would not allow his sister to be made a tool of evil. Evil! In his absence, it falls to me to watch over her.
Boom, 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 boom. Alright.
Dear Matter waits. This way.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
I love how, like, in Brawl in particular, Luigi sounds like he does not want to be there. He's like, let's go.
Let's go.
God damn it, it's this shit again. Can't believe I'm fighting all these fuckers again. Did not mean to click that. I meant to click on the destination. Kind of fitting that we were riding a dragon. Dragon Song War. It's over. My sire's mortal companion, what bringeth thee back to this forsaken place, child of man?
It's plain she knows naught of recent events. Perhaps you should enlighten her.
Look, a lot of shit's happened. A lot of shit's happened. A funny Asian named Van Daniel's doing funny shit. By funny shit, I mean bad shit. That my sin should be repeated. I sensed the faintest stirring. As to who could have called him forth, I know none save the dragons of Mercidia, our children. The icon claimed their souls when he first manifested, and robbed of their will, they became tools for the Allegan's dark designs.
Much like those held here in Asislar. If dragons who worship Bahamut are required to summon him, that must mean...
Yes, the dragons of Mercidia are at the mercy of this Asian. There can be no other explanation. Accursed Asian, vile minion of darkness. Again you would profane the memory of my beloved and strip our children of their freedom, their dignity. Are there no depths to which you will not stoop?
Your children's pain means nothing to them. They laugh at your kind suffering.
Okay, Estinian, chill the fuck out.
Whoa, chill out, man, chill out, man, chill out, man.
Tears will not right this wrong, nor will lamentation see the perpetrators punished.
Alright, I agree with you, but let's tone it down a notch, dude.
But turn it down a bit.
What would thou have for me, slayer of dragons?
Behavior befitting a great worm. We came here to ask mighty Tiamat of the First Brood, consort of Bahamut, mother of the dragons of Mercidia, what she intends to do about the crimes committed against her children.
Understandable. Have a nice day. Were I free, I would answer thine insolence with fire, but words shall have to suffice. Recall, mortals, that it was I who first summoned my beloved, praying with all my being to bring him forth. You, who contended with icons, cannot well be ignorant of the consequences.
You too were exposed to his influence. That you are yet in possession of your own will is testament to the indomitable strength of your soul. But were you to meet with Bahamut again, you fear you might succumb.
Indeed. Ask the Dragon Slayer, and he will tell thee the power of the first brood wield. Were I to lose myself to Icon's influence, all would pay the price. But it is of little matter, for even had I the strength to resist, I yet lack the strength to break my shackles. This prison shall be my tomb.
On the matter of Bahamut's influence, at least, I believe we can be of some assistance. If you're afraid of being enthralled, don't be. We have a cure. And while we've never tried it on one such as you, its basic principles are universal.
All things are born with all things have a soul. Speakest thou in earnest?
There is no future for those bound to the past.
God, we're even getting Dragon Song, or Dragon Song here.
You may yet make amends.
I love that we're getting, as we're building up to the final, like, what was the final expansion in this arc, we are getting, like, callbacks to each of the, you know, previous stories.
Mm-hmm.
A chance to make amends, to lay Bahamut's memory to rest. This feels so long ago to have heard. When our own star faced annihilation, Hydaelyn granted us sanctuary. And now your foes would bring about her destruction. This I cannot allow, for a debt I owe to Hydaelyn and all who have suffered for my sins. I shall fight with you, children of man. All of us standing in there, it's kind of like, well.
Mm-hmm. While Poxies have been shown to be effective in curing the tempered, Tiamat must be considered a special case. She is far, far larger, and immeasurably more powerful than any subject treated thus far. Were we to remove her restraints only to find that the process had failed, we would be hard-pressed to contain her.
Then, before going ahead, we should learn as much as we can about the exact nature of her condition. Do you suppose we can find that information here?
Why, yes! We can indeed. The Allegans kept detailed records on all of their notable captives, and I know exactly where to look.
I don't have to crack another password.
I don't know what you're talking about. Password. We shall leave that to you then. In the meantime, the rest of us can turn our thoughts to the removal of those shackles. I know Alphino and Akina here well enough, but not you. Are you certain you're ready to see this through? Rest assured, Sir Astinian, that I am both ready and willing to give my all for the sake of this star. Though that is not my only reason for wanting to set Tiamat free. While I do not claim to know all of her sorrows, I too once found myself in a prison of despair, and I well understand how hard it can be to dare to dream of escape. It took the encouragement of braver souls than I am to make me take the first step towards a brighter future, and now I would help Tiamat do the same. I gather you are not as young as you look. Mayhap when our work here is done, we could trade tales over a pot of Tartaru's famous tea. And be indebted to her for the leaves and hot water? I think not. I see. Returning swiftly to the task at hand, then. I believe the nodes governing Tiamat's restraints are located in the sector known as the flagship. Ah, yes, we are familiar with it, an etherochemical research facility in particular. Oh, you may wish to take this. A spirit vessel containing a small amount of my blood.
Which you just happen to be carrying around with you.
Don't worry about it. I suppose that is rather odd. To explain, Rambro, Zurianje, and I are searching for the use of spirit vessels in the transference of not only memories, but the traits of certain bloodlines. So I keep one at the ready to should an opportunity to test our theories arise. As for its use to you, you may recall that during our previous visit, the nodes here granted access to restricted functions, having identified me as being one of royal blood. And armed with that spirit vessel, I posit that they do the same for you, even in the absence of, well, the rest of me. It seemed worth a try, at least. Agreed. We will take good care of it. To the flagship, then.
Oh, we go.
Big yawn.
Yawn.
Yawning. Yanni Janssen. Anyway, but yeah, I love seeing like all the different themes and all that come back. Everything's starting to kind of come back, you know, from the previous arcs as we gear up for the big finale of the Ascian plotline. Cause yeah, the Endwalker was the end of the like plotline that had been built up since since Realm Reborn, and Dawntrail was the start of an entirely new plotline. And already that plotline's shaping up to be really cool, despite what critics on the internet who probably don't shower say. Look, a large chunk of Dawntrail hate I see comes from people who I don't take their opinion seriously, because they quite obviously only hate it because the voice actress for one of the main characters is trans.
Oh, lovely. Let us split up and search the flagship for the node that controls Tiamat's restraints. But should you find a likely candidate, do not be tempted to make any adjustments. We not due to accidentally release some manner of experimental monstrosity, no less Tiamat herself in her current state. Our objective at this stage is to simply to identify the relevant node or nodes. Once we have learned what we can, we should reconvene and compare notes prior to proceeding.
So Stinian, don't touch anything. Stinian just touching all the buttons.
Sorry, what was you saying?
Stop touching those buttons!
I was busy touching something.
Stop touching the buttons! Bzzz. Function between metallic components detected. Temperature increasing to critical levels. Please replace damaged parts to retreat to a safe distance. Make me.
Dang.
Stinian, what are you up to? Let's see. What do we call them? Why do they quiver so?
Why do they quiver so? Excuse me?
Don't worry about it. We love Astinian. He's silly. I found another
Jesus.
Bro knows dragons, okay? He doesn't know much else. Data link with Delta Quadrant broken. Possible cause, intruder interference. Advanced deployment of automated combat units. Proceed. Don't do that one, actually. Boop, boop. Warning. Scheduled dragon restraint maintenance due in 2020 years. Failure to verify system integrity may result in unscheduled specimen release. Well, I think Final 20 is restraining a dragon. Man, 2,000 years, huh? And the prom's tomorrow.
and I don't have pants on. Oh no, I'm late to class, and I arrived with only my underwear.
What the fuck are we doing?
What are we doing, man? What is happening?
I don't know. Sometimes we just go off on one.
I'm afraid Estinian and I have little to show for our efforts. Did you find anything?
I found a thing that said something about dragons. I did. I know it smelled like burned hair. Yes, sure knows what it is. Warning about neglecting dragon restraints. I found mechanical sentries. If that's any help. No.
No, it's
no.
Nope. We're doomed.
Dragon restraints.
Spontaneously, you say? Well, that does sound promising. Almost suspiciously so, in fact. But then you were in possession of a spirit vessel. I dare say it is indeed the note of which Graha spoke. And it was chirruping, you say? Very well, let us take a closer look.
So, apparently there were some server troubles after the update, and like I didn't encounter anything, but apparently some areas were having server trouble in Neverness. So they gave 10 standard pulls as compensation. It's like, yeah, you had some server troubles here. 10 standard pulls. Bleep. Do you wish to operate the dragon restraint mechanism? Bloop bloop. You do not have the requisite access privilege. Operation of the dragon restraint mechanism may only be undertaken by the chief technologist and members of the royal family.
Are those with a vessel full of royal blood, perhaps?
I can hear you. I know this is...
I mean, nothing.
I know this is fake. But I am a robot and don't give a shit. Bloop. New user detected. Commencing biometric authentication. Boop. Authentication complete. User identified as member of the royal family. Please state your name. Estinian Warmblood!
Sorry, what?
Look at the look he's giving.
Huh? Very funny. But if that thing speaks my name, I shall see that it never speaks again. Use your own. Akinas Kaisuri, in case you have forgotten.
Bloop. Username changed. Welcome, Akina Kaisuri. You may operate the dragon restraint mechanism when ready. I love that.
Alright, sure, I get it.
I love that. If that thing speaks my name, I will be sure it never speaks again. Error. Unable to disengage your restraint of the specimen Tiamat. A system update is required. Ah, God, what version are you on?
A system update? What do you suppose it's asking of us?
Your storage is full and I can't update. Please delete some of the photos. Says Apple to me right now. I can't update my phone. There's been an update pending, but I haven't been able to update it because I don't have enough storage.
Oh, dang, yeah, that'll do it.
But I mean, to be fair, 90% of my storage is taken up by like the system data, which is a fucking disaster.
Yeah, that'll do it.
I could hazard a guess.
Well, that's more than I can say. Confounded bloody thing.
User agitation detected. Initiating guidance program. Bloop. In order to operate restraint mechanism, I require access to the central terminal system. However, I am unable to establish a link to said system due to an obstinance of my own software. I am running version 2.3. I need to be running version 10.8. This update will take 6 hours.
Updates.
This update. This issue can be resolved by applying a system update using the corresponding terminal located within the flagship.
So can this thing release the restraints or not? It can, but only once it has received the requisite system update, as far as I can tell. I hate Windows. Until which time it'll float there spewing nonsense.
User dissatisfaction detected. Initiating classification protocols. Bloop. I am here to help. Rest assured that I will be on hand to guide you through every step of the update process.
Oh my god, now I have to input in every single password for all my Gmail accounts. I hate this. How gratifying. I dare say we will fare better with guidance than without it. Yes, I would like to upload all of my photos from my previous model, yeah, blah, 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 blah.
God. For vengeance! Bloop! Guiding user to terminal. This way, please. Alright, before we do that, I'm going to real quick go refill my water.
Alright. welcome back.
Hey, Trent.
Yo.
I was gone for a moment because I need to go refill my water. I'm back now. So we're heading off to where the next quest is. I gotta say, one thing I can't wait to, I want to check in Bayonetta 2. I'm on like chapter 6 or something, 6, maybe 7, I don't know. Yeah, I didn't want to say the two numbers without a space between them because I was like, no.
Did you say?
Regardless, I wanted to, but it tracks how many times you use every combo. I want to see how many times I've already used the spin attack with my different weapons, because that's the shit I spam the hell out of in Bayonetta 2, because it's so broken, especially in Umbra Climax mode with the sword where it's just a giant blade that covers everything. You can just sit there and spin and it will just cut through every enemy and make everything a joke. Yeah, I'm fucking tired, but like shit, hey, I got no work and get paid tomorrow, so shit sweet. Hey, that's a good way to live life. I don't know, yeah, to access the terminal. I was like, what the fucking, what am I doing here?
Let's see. According to the terminal, the central control system is presently employing software version 56.135. Dare I ask which version you are employing?
Version 1.
It's bad. It's bad, Estinian.
Why? Software version 42.002, of course. Bloop, bloop. Warning. Errors detected. The data management system, data management system. Estimated time required for updates, 5 years and 1 day. Yeah, that's about how long it takes to update my phone sometimes.
That is rather longer than we were hoping. Are there any other options? For instance, using this terminal to operate Tiamat's restraints instead?
The proposed method is indeed an option. Please be warned, however, that the procedure may have changed as a result of the system update. My instructions may no longer be accurate.
Well, I can't imagine that it will have changed all that much. As long as we pay due attention to any discrepancies.
After every 3 updates, they change everything. I've seen Christ. YouTube after an update. Funny orb.
Don't bother trying to explain, just tell me if we've made any progress.
I love a Stadian having no clue what's going on.
Dude, I don't care. I do not care. Can I hit a dragon now? I would say so, yes. It does, however, require that I remain here to operate the terminal. I shall inform you via link pearl once I'm ready to release the shackles.
I don't know how to use this thing.
What? What button do I press? This big one?
How do I hang up the call?
It might be best if you left the spirit vessel with me. I may yet have a use for it. Rest assured, I will be certain to return it to Grahatia once this is over.
I still love that screenshot I've seen going around of Tosaka and Starrel with her phone, and I'm like, that thing's not even on.
Yeah, no, she's staring at a black screen.
100% powered down.
She's staring at a case.
And 100%, her immediate reaction is, fuck, I forgot to ask Archer how to turn this thing on.
What did I set my password to again?
Throws it. You know what?
Just a little more work and
her throwing the phone would be more realistic than the rest of her kit in that game.
Yeah.
Fucking hate it. I hate it here, dude.
Okay, whatever, man. Still a bit of a character disservice to both Ishtar and Reen, but whatever, man.
Don't worry about it.
But before we go any further, there is something I would know.
How do you use a link pearl?
When Tiamat and her kin fought against the Allegan Empire, both sides were but dancing to the tune of the Ascians.
Having a normally very smart woman be freaking stupid at one particular thing is always funny. I just love that she is just the worst with technology. It's just so funny. Girl can't do anything tech.
And it was the same as in Ishgard, where they stoked the fires of conflict between man and dragon from the shadows. All that the Ascians touch turns to ash, and thus, you have made it your mission to fight them. But there have been times when you tried to reach out to them instead, to find common ground. And so I must ask, what do you intend to do with Fandaniel? Will you try and reach out to him too?
I will try, yes, and if that fails, I'll remember him.
I see little point in reasoning with the wretch, or remembering him for that matter.
It was the final promise we made to him itself, though. Regardless of what it is, we'll remember the goals of the Ascians and carry them with us.
Mm-hmm. But perhaps that's the difference between you and me. You see the good in people, even if it be the faintest glimmer. I only hope that you do not come to rue your benevolence.
Also,
You
is
think
it
us
bad in
unwise
several
for
ways?
viewing the world
Yes.
thus?
But is it mad funny that Rin has that for some reason? Also, yes. I guess at a certain point, the sheer absurdity justifies itself, kinda. No, this is being said by someone who hasn't pulled Ishtar and hasn't read at best 1/16 of the Fate route of Stay Night. Fair enough.
It is pretty mad funny, to be fair.
Like, I mean, I can laugh about it, but I'm still pissed.
I can laugh about it, but I am still a little miffed because it feels like, I don't know, it feels like that you could just do better. Like, again, the Zelrich sword is just right there and is definitely something that she can use and is strong enough to justify as being her ult.
I'll say what I want to say after this cutscene. Just saying I want to say about it.
Sure.
Like, I want to get this cutscene because otherwise we'll be...
Yeah, I want to talk about this a little bit more after. Yeah. Far from it. That has ever been your way, as I learned when we journeyed together with Iceheart. Yet the fact remains that there are some who view compassion as a weakness to be exploited, and there may come a time when you extend a hand of friendship, only to wish that you were dealt the killing blow. So, save your mercy for those who deserve it. Well, we should be getting back to our task. Falfano has things in hand here, I suggest we rejoin the others.
Felt like a stinging in my foot. I don't know what the fuck that was. Just random sting pain. It happens. Anyway, as I was saying, so one of my biggest things is it is obvious that the Star Rail fans, or the Star Rail, team can do service to the Fate characters, as we saw with Saber and Archer. And honestly, even Gilgamesh. Like, my one complaint with Gilgamesh, they only did it because they needed to for gameplay purposes. There was just no other way around it from a gameplay perspective. So my one complaint can be worked around in that sense.
Yeah,
because like
obviously there's a much obviously again there is a much more obvious solution to that, but that's I am biased.
Yeah, there are other solutions to it, but the fact is they wanted Gilgamesh in there, and if they're gonna do they wanted to have the combo skill for it, and it made sense to give it to Gilgamesh too, as to keep a sort of balance.
Yeah.
Because then because Gilgamesh is free and Archer was free, Saber was gotcha, Rin was gotcha.
Rin is gotcha, yes.
So they have one gotcha, one free who have a combo, and then the other gotcha and free have a combo. That makes sense.
Yes. Yeah.
And everything else in Gilgamesh's kit. Can you imagine if the problems with Type Moon or the fall of Type Moon or Nasu before any problems with Hoyo? That would be fucking wild.
That would be wild, and it would give me more. It would give me more of a reason to go back to Japan just to punch him in the face.
So yeah, that is just that thought process I have is that I know that Hoyo can do good service to these characters. It's just for some reason with Rin, like at this point, why didn't they just add Ishtar?
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't they just do Ishtar, which would still work, especially with the fact that they're doing Gilgamesh? You know, it'd work for a Fate collab. Not Unlimited Blade works, obviously, because Ishtar is not a thing in Unlimited, but it still works for a Fate collab. And it works also with the fact that they're adding Gilgamesh, because Ishtar is, you know, we know who Ishtar is.
Right.
There's a lot there. Anyway.
Yeah.
I could rant about that all day. And if this is a voice cutscene, I might continue to rant. It's not. After we have to read.
It's not. We have to read.
Justinian told me as well, told me all as well, but nothing more. Honestly, it's like he's getting blood Honestly, it's like getting blood out of stone with him. I take it off in his absence is that he's needed elsewhere. Well, that all sounds...
Time to figure out this terminal.
Password. Well, that all sounds rather frustrating.
I'm in.
But you got there in the end. While you were off talking to nerds, Gran and I were learning as much as we could about Tiamat's condition.
It sounded like she said talking to nerds, and I was like, yeah, I guess so. At least one of them. The other nerd is right here.
Linking out. The other nerd is behind the screen because they don't want Grind Order leaking out into the general gacha pool any harder than it is with this. So they have to say it's a UBW thing, and just kind of throw their hands up and walk away.
I mean, maybe.
Yes. I think the other option is it's fucking stupid.
I also think it's stupid, yeah.
I think that's the correct answer. Anyway.
The difficulty lies in the sheer quantity of aether with which we must contend. Multiple applications of the treatment will inevitably be required if we are to reverse the effects of the tempering completely.
Meaning I'll need all the aether I can get. Thank you in advance.
Although this endeavor will ask much of us, we do have one reason to be optimistic.
Do we? What is that one reason? Carrying
Namely, that Tiamat shows no signs of fanatical devotion, suggesting a milder case of tempering than that suffered by the kobolds. Tiamat saw Bahamut as an equal rather than a god. Might that have made a difference?
Now that you mention it, it very well might. She would not have believed it necessary to defer to his will. But enough talk. It's time to put our theories to proof. Tell Alphino to disengage your restraints, ethereal dampeners. I'm counting on you, Angelo. The next quest actually has our final dungeon of Post Shadowbringers. So if we can clear that tonight, we may actually next week finish Post Shadowbringers. Oh, such warmth. The frost that shroudeth my soul begin to thaw. But what are these? Visions of days long forgotten, of war with men and of Alag. Wherefore do such baleful memories return to me now?
Could it be that the process of restoring our soul to its pre-tempered state is awakening ancient memories? Or might the opposite be true? If so, by helping her recall the past, we may be able to speed her recovery. Akina, she trusts you. Speak to her. Ask her to tell you of the times past.
Tell me of Bahamut and the Ascians. Ah, Bahamut, my beloved. Saying Dragon Mom. Saying I pull for you, pull shit in Grand Order, man. Just keep shooting me. Fine shooting me. Can't keep bringing up random shit. It's fair. It's just life. Would that the peace we found in Mercidia could have lasted for eternity. But alas, it was not to be. The Ascians saw to that. In all creation, I know none more wicked. It was at their behest that the men of Alleg first came unto Mercidia, unto our home. The tale began when Bahamut and I left our father's side. We took wing in search of a place to make our aerie. Beyond the southern ocean, we discovered a lush and fertile land. It would become to be known as Mercedia by the children of men, though many years were to pass before they crossed the sea. Upon our arrival, we were welcomed by peaceful people of the forest, kin to the trees. Surrounded by nature's bounty, Bahamut and I had found our place to raise our young.
Fascinating. This correlates with the writings of the Charlean scholar Arusha. She posits that man first settled in the southern continent towards the end of the Second Astral Era. Correctly, it would appear. If only she were with us to hear the tale from Tiamat herself.
Again, Angelio! God, I love Dragon Song. Sorry. I can't resist. It's such a good song. When the first children of man arrived on our shore, no foot did they set in those places over which we had domain. Such was their fear of dragonkind, and as they kept their distance, so did we let them be. Yet, as the days went by, ship after ship appeared upon the horizon, bearing even more of their brethren, who divided their vast land amongst themselves. For a time, they knew peace and prosperity, but as their numbers grew, the smaller their shares came to seem. And as soon as they began to convert to the territory of their fellows, ere long man fought man. Blood was answered with blood, and none could see the end to this strife. Until one day, they came to us. Recognizing our wisdom, they entreated us to intercede in their conflict. Bahamut agreed, and with him presiding over the affairs of man, the land knew peace once more. Alas, those golden days of harmony too were fated to end. For the men of Alleg slew my beloved, and I, in my rage and sorrow, heeded the ever-murmuring word of the Ascians. The rest, thou knowest only too well. You gotta say, Jesus. But your tale does not end there. When you are free, we shall rid that world of Ascians together, and you and your beloved will have justice.
Fine sentiments, but you're almost spent. I'll keep watch from above. If the treatment fails, run.
We'll probably go to about 1:30 tonight, to see if we can get in the dungeon. Just so I can get that dungeon, because I want to clear it, then we can, next week, we can finish post Shadowbringers. Thanks for the vote of confidence. I swear, when this is over...
Keep going, Alice. The magic's working.
Trust, why turn the past to dust? I knew this wasn't going to be easy, No patient could have prepared me for the Great Worm training. For treating the Great Worm. But we're close. I can feel it. While I've only a few more drops of Aether left to give, with yours and Graha's, this will work.
And I believe I speak for both of us when I say that you may take as much as you require.
Careful. I might hold you to that. Alright, here we go. Alright, getting back to it. I still don't get why Shiro isn't in the collab. I'm starting to wonder if it's the case of they legitimately can't think of a moveset for him that wouldn't overlap with Archer hard enough, so they basically just make them the same character on a functional level. You know, people, especially companies, always gotta look shit on a functional level. And then here's the thing, there's plenty of ways you can make them different.
Yeah, there's plenty of ways that you can make him different. Like I like Omega Man and I have actually like discussed a lot of ways in which you can make him like a distinct character from a distinct unit from Archer.
Me and you have discussed how we would, if we were to make a Fate fighting game, how we would make Archer and how we would make Archer and Shiro different. There's plenty of things you can do in any game to make characters like that different.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how we talked about, because the whole discussion was how we would make Archer, Chloe, and Shiro different since they all wield the same weapons.
Yeah, they all wield the same weapons, have effectively the same powers, you know.
Yeah, and I do like I think that was a fun one we came up with, how in that theoretical Fate fighting game, Archer would have access to multiple weapons. And you would, like, it would be stance changes effectively.
Basically.
Yeah, and I had said that, you know...
you swap from the bow to, like, Concho and Bakuya.
And then Caliburn. And the way it would work is Concho and Bakuya would be the fastest and would have at least some mid-range stuff with him tossing them out. The bow would be the longest range, and probably have some stun to it. And then, and then Caliburn would be the heaviest hitting of the group, but also the slowest.
Yeah.
And then with Shiro, we said we'd give him the metal pipe. And then like 9 Lives Blade Work for an ultimate, because I just think that's cooler. And then Chloe would be the fastest of the three, just zipping around the field. And she would also have more range options than Archer has with Concho and Bakuya, rather than just throwing them.
Yeah.
Because she also has, like, blades she summons up and throws and stuff, so... There's plenty of ways you could do that.
Yeah.
That's my point.
And, like, there's a few more things that Shiro has that Archer specifically doesn't. Like, the big one being Avalon.
Yeah.
So... one thing that Omega Man and I thought of was Shiro being a preservation unit in Honkai Star Rail, who's focused on buffs and support rather than outright damage. He has like some sort of taunt or something and activates it and takes damage for other characters and heals it off using Avalon, and then uses like some sort of skill like Caliburn in order to that scales off of how much damage he took for other people effectively.
That's a cool way to do that.
Yeah. So he, saves other people and then hits back against the thing that was attacking those people.
Shiro Archer in a game like Soul Calibur. It sounds like it'd be some low-key jinx. I mean, what is Fate Unlimited Code?
That's true.
Yeah, our idea was primarily... it could be an arena fighter, it could be a 2D fighter. Either one really works with what I want to do, what I would want for the Fate fighting game. But it would be a team-based fighter.
Yeah.
Either way.
Some people say that, like, it's hard for, like, collab characters to be, like, anything other than, like, a DPS. Which, like, both Archer and Saber, when they released, were both DPS units. And so, like, a lot of people were like, well, it'd be hard to, like, make, like, a support or something for, like, a collab, because, like, they're limited units, and you need, like, incentive in order to get them, rather than getting, like, a support that is, like, sustained and, like, has very good long-term investment. But now Gilgamesh and Rin are both support units, I'm pretty sure. So
Anyway,
legitimately,
here.
sky's the limit.
They ain't sure to Wobba Fett, but for other people without their consent. That sounds fun.
Yeah, without their consent. Exactly.
So
just like Shiro Emi.
A while back, this was a couple weeks back, or might have only been like earlier this week. I don't know, but I saw someone posting like ideas for Neverness to Everness collabs, solely because they were talking about Star Rail. Like, well, if, other gotchas were to do this, what are some things they could collab with that would work? And with Neverness to Everness, one of the suggestions was Data Live. 100%, I could see it. It'd work. And that got me thinking of what each of because the character they'd add would probably be the spirits, not Shido.
Yeah.
Although if they added Shido, fucking face it, they could do some broken ass shit. So I was thinking of how each of them, like, how each of them would work, although I know who has the highest chance of being added.
Yeah.
It's not Toka, it's Kurumi. If they were to do a theoretical collab, the highest chance would be Kurumi. But I did think of how each of them would work in a theoretical collab, because I was like, I'm just curious. Well, let me think about this. And I most of them ended up being DPS, but that's just because of how those characters work in their universe. But Miku and Yoshino were the two, and Natsumi as well, were the three that I thought of that would be supports with how their abilities work in universe.
Well, I'm sure you're desperate to join Estinian and Tiamat in battle. It would be wiser to gather the full strength of the Scions first. The foe we face demands no less.
Anyway, yeah, so we're heading off to the tower now.
Wow!
During our ramblings.
Yeah.
By the way, I 100%ed the new area in Neverness already.
Jesus.
It wasn't that hard, honestly.
I've already sent word to the others. We are to rendezvous at Uldar at the Hall of Flames. Let us collect Alphino and be on our way. Like a figure.
Oh, an Alphino figure? I'd love that. I actually think one exists. I do think one exists.
Huh. Shiro will really see some... Is anyone gonna... Well, somebody's gotta do something about this.
Is anyone gonna interfere and walk over without, like, anyone knowing? It's like, I don't care.
He would, though.
He would.
You know for a fact that if he heard that there were people in danger somehow in Honkai Star Rail, if he somehow heard that, he would zip on over here.
Bro really said, I'm saving you all.
I'm saving you all. Do not resist.
Now I know some of you could do with the rest. I'm sorry to say that the Temporal have other plans. Pagathan is already under siege. Happily, the Immortal Flames arrived just in time to join the defensive effort, with Marshal Chapoon at their head. Well now. Given the failure of the peace negotiations, I was uncertain how the Sultanate would respond. It's good to see that Holdar has not abandoned the Amaja. I don't know. Oh, yeah, it was Nanamo. I was like, I don't know who that is off the top of my head. I forget. Look, when I don't see the character, I just forget who it is because there's so many scenes.
Your Grace.
Master Trapoon has made provisions for such an exigency and was ready to depart at a moment's notice. All that was required was the agreement of the syndicate, each of whom voted in favor of the intervention. When I'm getting involved in shit that doesn't involve me competition, and my opponent is either sheer enemy or Key Cosmo. Nor is Ildar alone in its resolve. The other alliance nations have likewise dispatched their troops to Pagathan An. Yet, even with our combined strength, we shall sorely be tested, for we face not only the might of the Imperial Legion, but Luna Bahamut and his draconic horde besides. Tiamat's children. Fight as we may, Victory is by no means assured, but not all of the omens are grim. Our forces report that despite their proximity to Luna Bahamut, none of the Emeralds show any signs of tempering. Strange. Would a primal turn down... What primal would turn down a chance to claim new thralls? Unless it is incapable of doing so. Primals do not want to serve a master, Ascian or otherwise. It may be well that Luna Bahamut differs in some fundamental manner from those we have previously encountered. If that were true, anyone could fight him. Akina and others like her wouldn't have to shoulder the burden alone. Be that as it may, Luna Bahamut remains incredibly powerful foe, whom our soldiers will struggle to best through mere force of arms. With the aid of the Scions, however, I believe that they will fare rather better. Assuming, that is, you are ready to take the field? An airship awaits you to bear you to the front. Pray, set forth as soon as you are able. Alright. This is the final dungeon of Post Shadowbringers, by the way. All that's left after this is 4 quests, one of them containing a solo duty. You could probably manage to deal with some bullshit in Fate. Like, there are limits, obviously, to that part that's part of Fate, but, like, give him some stamina royals and he can bridge, probably.
I mean, okay, look at Soichiro Kuzuki, right? Just to reinforce his hands. That's it. And then he can start throwing down with servants legitimately.
I, meanwhile, shall coordinate. Also, you know, people like Sojiro exist, so, you know. I shall continue to coordinate our forces till next we meet. May the 12 bless and keep you. Let's not forget that Sojiro is just a dude and he punched a werewolf so hard it died. Kind of.
Yeah, I mean, he punched it so hard that its heart exploded.
Yeah.
He could just live from that because it's a werewolf, but like anyone else would have died.
I guess I said killed, kind of.
Yeah.
It was kind of her to speak of this personally. You may be certain she has no shortage of other responsibilities. Well, I for one am inclined to agree with her Grace's request. Lest we forget our involved in Fordola, on Pagathlenan on reconnaissance. The sooner we save the day, the better their chances.
Indeed. To the airship then.
I mean, next week, even if we don't get this tonight, we may just finish next week regardless. But we're gonna try and get it tonight. We'll go a bit late and see if we can get in this dungeon. We gotta go to the landing port first. So yeah, maid starting shit and they hear the fucking this sub-story sound and just know deep down in their soul that they genuinely are not built for this shit. I need to get to the airship landing, right? Hi, is it? No, it's not you I need to talk to. You're something else. Gio. Yes. Alright, final dungeon. I have been somewhat God. If you want to enter with a party of NPCs, any of the Scions are available. But we don't do parties of NPC. Can I please stop clicking that? We don't do NPC parties. We do this because we play with real people. Well, I guess while we're just sitting here, fuck. Tagido. The ending of that quest got really depressing, by the way, Keith.
Oh, lovely.
Like, you enter a land of, like, eternal dreams, effectively. And, it's all people who have lost a lot and are...
Story sound. I'm sorry, I was reading what Trent said.
What Trent said was pretty good. Yeah, you enter, like, a land of, like, people who are trapped in an eternal dream because there's something that they've lost. And, Nanalee ends up stuck in that dream, and you have to go save her. And now her soul is split in two. And she's sleeping. Also, we found Daffodil after her injuries, and she is now working with the Scarlet Letter again. So there's that. But it got really depressing because, like, you see Daffodil's dream, because, like, her soul, part of Daffodil's soul is stuck in that dream world. And you see her, you see a child in the hospital who was dying. There's an office worker who's locked in a box just working. It gets very fucking weird and surreal. And it just has to do again with what I said about Neverness. You go from the most, like, wholesome, goofy shit to, like, hi, welcome to SCP. Welcome to the SCP Foundation. We're here to fuck you up. I love that one. I love the random horror game that's just in Neverness to Everness. Being chased by that fucking thing. Like, Kiryu got stabbed with a poison knife at the in the immediate next section after that. Patching that up is fighting through an entire
golden 15 or something lore castle that features several fights against random guys in samurai armor and then just ending in a boss fight against 2 tigers, and he manages that with straight hands.
I need to play the Yakuza games. I don't know who's gonna do them for the channel, but I need to play them.
What a riot.
I need to play them. I don't really think it matters who does them for the channel. I just want to play them in general.
Yeah.
Whether that's for stream or if Keith tackles them and I just play them on my own time.
Yeah. I think
fucking
yeah. I also for Honkai Star Rail, like, we do keep talking about, like, why isn't Shiro in the game? I think after Gilgamesh, Rin, Archer and Saber, and probably Lancer, he's probably next up on the list. He's, I would think that he's...
I've seen people say they want Sakura and Shiro next year. Because they've said...
Probably.
Because apparently they're going to do this yearly, or that's the rumor. That's what's going around, the rumor.
Yeah, I don't know, like, I don't want to believe just random rumors.
Yeah.
But, like,
I don't know what.
Like, I didn't even believe Gilgamesh and Ren when those were leaked, to be honest.
The thing is, I don't know where the source of those rumors is, so I don't want to believe them. Parents do need that, but I'm also begging you, if you do, please do not play Kiwami 3. That shit is not. I will figure out which one I want to play when I get to it, but I'll do my research. But I know Kiwami 3 is not too well liked, so I may just do the original 3. The big thing is, I plan to do Kiwami 1 definitely for playing 1, but I mean, there's also the chance that I do what I plan to do with, like, what I did with Pokemon and did with what I things like that, where, you know, yeah, we did Gen 1 and 2 through their remakes in Pokemon, but I plan to go back and do the originals. Maybe I'll do the same with Yakuza. I'll do the remakes first, and then eventually I'll go back and play the originals, but it's just that the remakes are, you know, polished enough that I can play the game and not have to stress too much. Which I'll do later. Oh, I can't wait till we get to Bayonetta 1 and you just see fucking Enzo falling on his ass as a statue every fucking level because I get stoned all the fucking time. And then we play Bayonetta 2 and it's just silver and golds across the board because I'm actually good at Bayonetta 2. It's almost like when they refined the fucking game. Yeah, there's several ways to access the original or slight remaster of 3, especially on Good Old Games, if you know that site.
It doesn't have a what?
It does have a sex offender in there. I don't know what you're referring to with Kiwami 3. In that case, I didn't know there was a sex offender in Kiwami 3. But yeah, by the way, I love the fact that the creator of Bayonetta is famous for blocking people on Twitter.
Yeah.
People just block people for anything.
Yeah.
And I love it. It's funny. Just like, do not fucking acknowledge me or you will be blocked. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Bayonetta recently for context, and I've been having a fun-ass time. Been having such a great time. That's what happens when I get sick. I go back and play shit, like, especially on my Switch, because it's so easy to play games on my Switch when I'm sick, because I'm stuck in bed. And guess what? The thing's fucking portable. It's great time.
Yeah. You know what's really funny, Seven?
What?
We kind of have like a design for Type Moon for an older Rin, like a 20-year-old Rin, because of Adventures with Elmo, with Elmo II and like Elmo Case Files. We kind of have the same for Shiro, discounting Archer. The only problem is that Shiro is... Well, he spends most of the book in his underwear.
I'm sorry, what?
Unironically, he got ambushed by somebody who idolized Kiritsugu and is like kill the few to save the many way of doing things. And Shiro was changing clothes during that whole thing, so he just had to fight the guy in his underpants.
Sure. Not the weirdest
I
excuse
mean, to be fair,
like
he won, so...
It's not the weirdest thing I've heard all day. Yeah, RGG has this thing of hiring people who are doing voice of characters to be the face of the model for said character. And that causes issues sometimes. So they hired a new guy to be the face of the model for a different character, and cast a guy who it's confirmed.
Oh my god.
Well, that's one way to do it, I guess. Terrible way to do it, but let's never do that again. I forgot what I was gonna say because of that. Jesus Christ. What caught me off guard a bit.
Also, Shiro went to the like casino that Van Femme, the Dead Apostle ancestor in Strange Fake hosts, and he actually won. Like,
the one who the one who told the priest Jester's dead name.
Yes.
Dude, that is one of my favorite scenes. And apparently Francisco will call him that just to rage bait him. Apparently,
like, dude, Shiro appears in some of the one book in Adventures with Elmo II, and it's so funny because he's just doing whatever. Like, obviously he's saving people, but like in the process he's like somehow gambling with a dead apostle and won. But yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. I saw a clip from one of the Elmaloy things where it was Waver creating a character in a game, and he was trying to make them look as much like Iskander as he could.
That's kind of base, to be honest.
I'm like, okay, so you have fun doing that, dude.
That's kind of real. Bro, Waver canonically a civilization nerd.
Waver just be living life. Waver's pretty damn cool. I love Waver.
Love Waver Velvet. Big fan of Waver Velvet.
We love wavervelvet.jpg. God.
It's so funny him being like the detective type in like Case Files with Lord Elmaloy, because when like an actual fight happens and like Gray is swinging around a giant scythe and like people are using like or like blasting out fireballs and everything, or like Kairi Shishiko is like shooting people with like his sawed-off shotgun that fires out severed fingers.
There are many problems with them getting the guy they did for characters, but one of the worst parts is they usually casted the guy because they wanted someone who could give players the creeps. I mean, they succeeded, but that's not for the
It's a little too real. It's a little too real.
It's like, congratulations, you set out your goal. You're so busy asking yourself if you could, you never asked yourself if you should.
There's method acting, and then there's this.
I'm gonna become a bad person for the sake of my character. Wait, what?
There's a joke about Jared Leto in here somewhere.
There's a joke about Jared Leto, but we don't worry about that. That didn't happen. Look, Joker Jared Leto never happened. It was a race. Legitimately, it was a race from canon. It doesn't exist anymore. Snyder versus fake. The Snyder versus fake.
Snyderverse got shot out back. It's fine.
They got taken the right. I still love. I think I've told this before. I've probably told it many times before, but that time where I was time I was like at the store and I saw the Old Yeller brand dog food, and it just said, "Doesn't your dog deserve Old Yeller?" And I'm like, no.
You know what happens at the end of that book?
It's like,
are you sure about
someone
that?
didn't think about that ad. I was just laughing my ass off though. I'm like, oh no. Doesn't your dog deserve Old Yeller? I don't.
Yeah, also, what was I saying earlier? Oh yeah, it's really funny when combat scenes happen because everyone is doing all of this fancy garbage, and Waver can't do anything but like shoot gundo shots.
Sounds like it might be a real bad lie at first, but for one case of them doing that in Konami 2, had a character who is racist towards Koreans be played by a face model guy who is IRL racist. Like, okay, why? Stop doing that.
Maybe do this. Maybe don't do that.
Maybe don't.
Like, I think at some point you just do it based on vibes, right? Like maybe don't do it based on.
It's called acting. You can get people who aren't terrible, and they can, act like they're terrible. And then in real life, they could be good people. Like Keith. Well, actually, that's a lie. Keith isn't a good person. What? Like Keith does for Shiro. Keith acts like he's a good person, but in reality, that's what I should have said. How did I not think of that joke quicker? I don't know why it took me so. It's like I was looping around it effectively.
I'm gonna get canceled, dude.
Oh no, B's getting canceled first, as you know. B's getting canceled on X, the Everything app, as we discussed before.
Imagine straight up like modeling a guy who's racist off of an actual racist.
That is like the most wild way to do that. It's just, yeah, okay, fair enough, I guess.
Oh, we need
how
should we model this guy who's an anti-Semite? I know.
No. I know. Let's revive Hitler.
Guys, we don't need to do that.
We don't need to go that far, guys.
At what point do you just make a guy and then just like you just make a guy, right? Like you don't need to just make a normal dude and then put a dialogue box under him that just says like, a racial slur. Like it's
there's a non-zero chance that the next serial killer in Yakuza spin-off franchise, Judgment, will be played by an actual serial killer and gets like, yeah, just get this straight up. We pulled this guy out of prison.
Why would you do this?
I don't know. We wanted a serial killer.
We want but the immersion, guys.
The immersion. Yeah, my immersion's broken the second I see a sex offender, a racist, and a serial killer show up on my screen. I fucking hate it here.
Bro.
I'd be like unironically continuing to invite Vic Mignogna after he was. You know what? That's too easy a joke. That's too easy a joke.
Oh my god, dude.
Swing it! Home run! Hey, batter, swing! Jesus Christ, what the fuck is going on? This is why I do this shit. Shit like this happens, and it's just like, well, if anyone I was gonna say though, if anyone in our group is likely to get canceled first, it's gonna be Joseph.
Yeah.
He's the one who says the most out-of-pocket shit. You'll get canceled.
Yeah.
Not because he's a bad person, but because someone will take the clip out of context.
I don't know if it's better in context.
Sometimes I feel like the context makes it worse. We brought this guy out of prison. He will be the voice actor of a character who will be gainfully employed because Sega does not believe in prison labor.
True.
Nah, child labor. Like in Neverness. Anyway, I gotta put my... Say hi to Twitch, motherfucker. Damn, we stanced up.
Hey, my bad.
We stanced up here. Hello. Hello, Megoon. Hello, Megoon. I don't know. We got here. What we got here? We got a bard, we got a white mage, and we got a gunbreaker. This is a hell of a team. Actually, that's some pretty well-rounded shit. I'm not gonna lie. Pretty well-rounded setup here. White mage is probably the best healer. Okay, that shit looks pretty sick for a white mage. Not gonna lie. And loving the look of our tank. Oh, he's blind. He's wearing the 2B scarf or the scarf. What? Blindfold. That's what that word is, right? Blindfold? Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not stupid, I swear to God. He's wearing the 2B scarf. Wait, that's not a scarf. I still love that there are people there are people who got upset about, Bayonetta ending up with, the one guy in Bayonetta, at the end of Bayonetta 3.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, guys, I feel like it was always obvious that that's what the series was pointing towards. Like, have you seen how they interact? That the series was always pointing towards them ending up as a couple. I'm sorry. Remember what happened with Bayonetta's voice actress right before Bayonetta 3?
God, Jesus.
Imagine nuking your career like that for no reason. Like, you had legitimately, you voiced one of the most popular characters in gaming. You had no reason to nuke your career into oblivion. You gained nothing and lost everything. Then you look at some of the issues they have and it's like, oh my god. Yeah, that's fair. I'm playing Bayonetta so much and I'm looking forward to when we start streaming it. I've also been playing some Pikmin on the side, like I said. And God, it's so weird going back to Pikmin 1 all the time. Like, it's just one of those things. When you go back to the first game, it's always so weird. Because, you know, later games refine everything to such a nice degree.
Mm-hmm.
So it's that feeling of, it's not like I necessarily think it's bad, it's just, I'm so used to the mechanics that get added in later games that it throws me off not having them. It's like, oh yeah, I can't just charge my Pikmin forward, I have to actively, try. Please excuse me. Also, my fucking god. I can't wait till I
usually need to lock in a little bit.
Look, I can't wait for me to scream, will you lock the fuck in, you fucking red fuck, at, the Pikmin. Because that will, I will inevitably lose my shit when playing Pikmin. I send you all available Kiwami 3. Mostly a comedy thing, but it explains some shit better than I can text. Yeah. Fair enough.
That is fair.
I was trying to read that shit while trying not to die. I mean, there's a reason why when I get to Silent Hill, like some of the Silent Hill games, I'm doing the PS2 versions, not the HD remakes, because the HD remakes of the Silent Hill games suck ass.
That's kind of real.
Are there any of the Silent Hill games you want to do in particular, by the way?
Nothing in particular for me.
Alright, I was just curious. I mean, I can tackle the whole series if need be. I fucking love... I mean, the ones... I could give you, like... You could take, like, the spin-off ones, like Shattered Memories and stuff, I guess.
Fair enough.
Give you some of the Silent Hill games. It's not that I don't like the spin-offs, it's just that I've only played... it's not that I don't like the spin-offs, it's that I don't tend to play them much because, to me, they are just inferior most of the time.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't hate them, but it's like, yeah, I could play this, but at the same time, I could just play Silent Hill 3 again. I believe I want to, yeah. You want to carry the lightning to one of the rods. Does anyone ever particularly want to play Silent Hill, or they just get locked? Oh, I fucked that up because I was busy reading the chat. Anyway, I particularly want to play Silent Hill. I like Silent Hill. I think Silent Hill game's actually really fun. Oh.
Big fan of that guy with the giant knife and the pyramid on his head. What's that guy called again?
Conehead.
Ah, yeah, of course.
I, for real, do not know what I'm doing right now.
Nah, don't worry about it. You got it. Lock in.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I kind of lost track because of, fucking up a bit due to getting distracted by chat, which happened. Yeah, I love the Silent Hill games. They're really fun. They are really good survival horror games. Until 4. Actually, 4 is really good. It's just 4 is actually really good. I get annoyed at some of the mechanics. Like, I feel like that will be the Silent Hill game where you hear me say, like, where you see me get stumped the most. Because sometimes it's just the mechanics fuck me over. Like, the game just says, nah, you fuck you, die. I'm like, well, okay, fair enough. I guess I should have known better than to think I played the game in the way you play a game.
Ah, my bad.
Next time, I'll I'll get good. I'm sorry. Why have I not inflicted...
Next time I'll just lock in, I guess. Whatever.
Why have I not inflicted my damage over time yet? That's my question. I know we've already discussed how we're splitting Resident Evil, which is mostly being split by the routes in the series.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of us is, and then we have the times where one of us is taking one game, one of us is taking the other. Like, one of us is taking Zero, one of us is taking Code Veronica, because I would not make one person play both of those. You gotta have mercy eventually. Not that, like, I say that. I don't fucking hate Zero. I just think Zero just has the problem of trying to do shit that shouldn't have, that they should have thought twice about.
That's, yeah.
Like, there's certain things in Zero that, Zero would be a great game if they had put, like, 2 seconds more of thought into things and realized how stupid some of their actions were. Code Veronica, on the other hand, no.
It's bad. It's just a bad video game.
If Steve wasn't in that game, it'd be great, but, Steve fucks up everything. Steve actively makes me, because that game gets like 10 times longer because of him, because there's so many times where you have to go do extra shit because he fucked up. Like, just stop fucking allowing him to breathe, please. Legit, that is like my biggest problem with the game, is that one character fucking up everything. Remember when he was too busy staring at Claire's ass and it caused him to release a poisonous gas into the air? Like, that's an actual fucking plot point. Not because it's bad, because Capcom fucking sucks to talk about how constantly they shift between amazing and dog shit at making video games. I mean, I've said it. I was talking to Keith about it a while back ago. It is so funny that I can clearly remember a time when Capcom was like up there with like Konami and EA with dog shit, and this year they've released hit after hit after hit.
Yeah. Everyone say thank you, Monster Hunter World.
It's just funny.
They locked in for the funny dinosaur hunting game, and they have not looked back.
Okay, we'll lock in, but wait, where's the team? I don't actually know where everyone is. Oh, I think everyone's here. I don't know what I'm doing, but yeah.
Anjanath saved this company from destruction.
Look, they fucked up a few times, but it's fine. They're good. We're good. We'll be fine, technically speaking.
Exactly.
I mean, What's the worst that could happen? They're gonna release another shitty game? What, are they gonna cancel an entire game? No. They're not Konami. They're not gonna fuck up their entire series again. Man, I wanted Silent. I wish PT was real. There's only the Capcom Century of Humiliation or Cam Century of Ascension. There's no in between. It's profoundly annoying. This is fair. I think what we're saying is fuck you, Capcom. Try harder next time. Try harder not to fucking suck. Is this the one I think it is? No, there's no way. I don't think this is the one I think it is. I'm pretty sure it's level 90 dungeon. Maybe. No, it's looking like it is. Alright, we'll figure it out in a minute. My senseless ramblings aside. Imagine if Konami didn't suck ass.
Yeah.
And like actually did shit with their series. And didn't just make fucking slot machines and shit. And didn't piss off Hideo Kojima.
God, imagine. That timeline would have been crazy.
We would have had Silent Hills. Multiple of them. Norman Reedus is back, except he's not. We fucked up. You get to pay the price. Suck a dick. Okay, this was the one I thought it was. Man, I feel entirely too stupid. But you know, I can also say fuck Capcom for the fact that they just refused to acknowledge the Ace Attorney series at this point. Can we say fuck Capcom
well,
in that regard?
I wouldn't say that they're not like acknowledging Ace Attorney. Actually, I think that they're actually they actually have been acknowledging it quite a bit, at least recently.
Have they? I guess it's just I want like a new like mainline Ace Attorney game.
You want a new Ace Attorney? That's fair.
Yeah. Not a re-release, not like a prequel. I want a new mainline one.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
I think that I don't know if that's in the cards at the moment, but you know.
With this fight, for context, you want to the two of these cannons are gonna start charging, and you want to be on the side where there is not a charging going on. Yeah, that made sense. And then eventually you'll be able to come up here, and then you just want to beat the shit out of it. And then it'll eventually throw you off and lather, rinse, repeat. Game Company Saunders, the video saying I said Konami isn't the most evil developer. That would go to EA.
Yeah.
Those companies would prefer to revive Dracula themselves if it made the shareholders money. Konami isn't the evilest, but with all the bullshit they do, there is not a doubt in my mind that Konami is the dumbest. Yeah, that's about accurate. Okay, holy shit. Watch out for missiles. I'm trying my best, but I was also reading chat, so there was that problem there. Okay, I'm sitting here trying to avoid shit and also read chat. That was a horrible plan. I probably should have just waited till we cleared this this wave here. Oh shit, our healer's down. Alright, this is getting problematic. Do not worry. We got this. I will walk the fuck in. It's that easy. Nope. Walk the fuck in. This way. Why are you standing there? I'm trying to lock the fuck in, but you're making it very hard to lock in when the locking of in needs to be done by both parties. Oh shit, I can't. Yeah, I have no hope. Fuck it. We will. I will survive. I will survive. I will survive. As long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. I don't know the lyrics to this goddamn song, but I'll survive. I will survive. I'm not surviving. No, don't worry. I got this. I'll pull some next level bullshit out of my ass. I want to see if I can do it. I know aw. I tried. I was so close.
Man.
Should make Keith the chat slave until the fight is done. Yeah, that's what I should do. That's, you know, sometimes I forget I have a co-host here for that particular reason. That's one of the reasons I have a co-host.
I don't know what you're talking about. What co-host?
I'm just here to make fate jokes.
Guys, Shiro Emiya, get it?
Haha, tits. I don't know. Aha, penis. The fact that I was the one who survived, even though I got completely distracted by chat, is hilarious, though. Like, how the fuck does that one work?
Don't worry about it.
How am I the survivor, even though I was the one just I was texting and play? I don't know.
Not the texting and driving, dude. That's crazy.
I've done it in Neverness Taverness. Why do you think I've crashed my motorcycle so many times?
Okay.
Fucking fly off that thing like a bullet. It's terrifying. Please note, don't text and drive in real life. It is dangerous. I will remove your life. That's what both of you idiots are here for.
My spleen!
Oh, well, bye. Oh shit, big dudes. I'm just here for the food. I love that in Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge. I'm just here for the food.
I'm just here for the food.
Hey, chat slave, do your job and read chat, useless slave. I'm still reading chat even though I'm doing the same shit I was doing earlier where I was like, I should probably lock the fuck in.
What am I supposed to be doing?
This is a lot of shit flying at us all at once. So that's what ends up happening, as you can see at this part, is it's just a smorgasbord of bullshit and you just need to stand where you need to be and pray you don't fuck it up. Which I have on multiple occasions, by the way. I have fucked that like knockback up on multiple occasions, where I just stand in the completely wrong fucking space. I've done it so many times. I feel stupid every time. It's like, well, I'm fucked. Anyone got any funny jokes? Cause I fucked it up.
Well, it is what it is, I guess.
Well, I'm going straight to hell for this one. Anyway, we killed it. Yamos, we did it.
Bum, 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 bum.
We stabbed him in the fucking eye. Yamos, we did it. Anyway. I don't know where I was going with that beforehand, honestly.
Me neither.
Sometimes I just start a thing and then I'm like, you know, maybe I shouldn't start this. Oh well. The answer is always, I will do it again. The answer is always, I will make worse jokes. MMO bosses always seem like such easy bullshit from the outside, and then you play it for like half a second, and the shit feels like you're doing some
suddenly feels like you were doing straight. Yeah.
No. Like I said, I can make shit look. I can say that about a lot of things in games. Like shit can look easy when I'm doing it on stream, but recall a lot of times I'm doing shit I've done multiple times. That shit can be rough when you don't know what you're doing and you are flinging, like, yeah, like, for example, Cold Steel 3. This isn't, I'm just talking about games in general. Cold Steel 3. I make some of these bosses look like complete jokes. If you don't know, but you consider I've played Cold Steel 3 multiple times. So I know what the fuck I'm doing at this point. I have the mentality of that. If Keith were to be playing it, he'd be getting shit to, well, maybe not in Cold Steel 3 as much, but definitely Cold Steel 2. Remember how easy?
I've never played I've never actually like picked up a Trails game and played it. I've only been experiencing it through the streams.
But like, imagine, you know, like, I made so many of the bosses in Cold Steel 2 look like complete bitches. That is just due to knowing what the fuck I'm doing and knowing how to exploit them. And even then, it's still like, I have to do what I have to know that shit. You know, MMO bosses, you get that too. You get, you know, yeah, I'm good at dodging all these attacks, but that's because I know where these attacks are gonna land. I know the patterns at this point. I've done most of these fights multiple times. It's a case of when you're watching someone do it, they've usually done it so much that they are, well practiced. Now, Bayonetta, on the other hand, I'll make it look like shit because it will be shit. Bayonetta 1, like I said, will be witnessing Enzo on his ass as a trophy a lot. Because I will be getting all the fucking stones.
Oopsie daisy.
But don't worry, I'll make up for it with Bayonetta 2 when we get to it. That'll be the beautiful thing. Like, I will play Bayonetta 1 and shit, and I'll make it look like shit. And then I'll make Bayonetta 2 look like a glorious game, because it is. And so is Bayonetta 1 for that matter. Bayonetta's great. If you haven't played Bayonetta, go play Bayonetta. It's fun.
You know what? Maybe I will play Bayonetta.
And you get your shit rocked by, I don't know. Rock of Ages. I don't know what that is.
Rock of Ages. Oh.
I don't know what
So Rock of Ages is a how do I explain this? It's a game where you move a giant boulder down a ramp of like down a ramp basically in order to destroy cities.
That sounds hilarious.
It's really funny.
Anyway, you ready to square off against Dragon?
Just straight blasted it. Dang.
Jesus Christ. Someone described it as 1v1 Super Monkey Ball.
1v1 Super Monkey Ball. Oh my god.
They're just doing Super Monkey Ball for the Time I hear a game, that's my thought.
You like Super Monkey Ball?
Dude,
bro,
I knew I liked you, man. The ray tracing on that is what is like one of my favorite parts of that scene. Some sick ass shit. Anyway, this is the final time we're gonna hear this variant of the boss theme. Because this is the final dungeon boss of Shadowbringers. Next time we hear a dungeon boss theme, it will be the Endwalker dungeon theme, which fucking slaps. Yeah, it's just weird to think, you know, we've been in Shadowbringers for a while now. We're here at the end of it, though. We're gonna be hearing the new track soon. And,
that's crazy.
They fucking slap, dude. Endwalker soundtrack is peak. That is the soundtrack. I think I actually did that wrong. Yeah, I did that wrong. Oh, fuck, I'm doing this wrong. I'm not standing there. I have been anti-explaining these bosses, but it's fine. You can. I think it's clear. Don't get bitch slapped. There you go. That's the answer to these bosses. Anyway, he's gonna use Mega Flare here. Boop. Ow! I got hit. Yeah, see, don't get bitch slapped. Like I just did. Oh, this shit. I hate this, actually. He's gonna do that, and then you're gonna want to run away from it, because it's gonna keep hitting. I do not like that attack. It's kind of annoying. You want to pull it to a corner, because it extends out. I'm trying to remember where I need to stand. No, it's not gonna be there. There's no way it's gonna be there. It's gonna be like... Is it gonna be there? Where are we standing? Right. No. Well, it was not there, that's for sure. I think it was kind of on the other side. I couldn't find the... There's like a gap you need to find and stand in. I just couldn't find the gap.
It's got a very fun aesthetic and theme based around history and different kinds of art, which is a really good and fun way to facilitate y'all's need to make fake jokes. True!
Ah! It'll give us an excuse to make more fake jokes. And we all know...
Why didn't I think of that?
We all know what me and Keith need is an excuse to make more fake jokes.
It's so real, to be honest.
Because we don't make enough. Something, unlimited blade works. Something, when your blade works are unlimited.
Oh, me when the blade works are unlimited?
Fuck you, limit your blade works.
No! My blade works!
Fun fact, one of the attacks I have in Skyrim is an unlimited blade works mod. Like it just it straight up adds unlimited blade works. I also have one that adds Gate of Babylon, which we've used on stream. There it is! I found the gap! So yeah, you see there's a gap. You want to get in the gap.
Ooh. The gap.
The gap, like the store. You can buy clothing at the gap. You go to that wall? No, that's not even a wall. I think that's Sam making that noise. My dogs are asleep. That's why they're making noises. Right, get the fuck out of there. They're making puppies. You know those noises dogs make when they sleep sometimes?
Ah, fair enough.
Yeah. Very cute. I love my dogs. Even though constantly on stream I'm talking about them being crazy. You regularly hear me on stream say, what the hell are you doing? But they're great. I love them. They're a bit too silly sometimes.
Just a bit silly. Sometimes.
Like when Walt wants to be let in and out of my room consistently. There we go. Oh, we got the card for this one on our first run. I saw that card drop. It's kind of neat. We killed Lunar Bahamut. Because they can shoot a lot of swords at people to the moment someone busts out the nuclear suicide vest. Woo! We did it. We did it.
Okay, but imagine getting around getting around the nuclear suicide vest with Gable.
Yeah, Mosimos, we did it.
We did it.
We crossed through a dude who did a thing, and then we fought a machine, and then we fought a dragon. Again, I don't know where I was going with that. Maybe I should just not and say I did, but you know. We punched a dragon in the face. We killed Lunar Bahamut.
We did it, guys. I'm losing. Nah, we losing.
God, I love this song.
Noble warriors, the dragons chose their friends well.
Hey, it's a dude. As the old saying is, I'm losing. Nah, bitch. We lose.
We losing.
Of our people's
Fair.
waged war.
Dude, seeing Kiyohime in the Chaldean outfit is so cute. I love it. Can we get more servants in the Chaldean outfits?
Your fallen lie beside
Imagine Mordred in the Chaldean outfit.
By our words and
That would slap.
shall we honor their sacrifice.
So we'd be proud to call you our allies. My dog is just sleeping.
Of our enemy is our friend. And you have proven yourselves worthy of our trust. It is the Garleans who are deserving of our fury. I shall see that my brethren learn the truth of this day, and rally as many as possible to the cause, till we meet again.
And thus did we make allies of the Amalja.
Well, that's multiple of the
It would certainly seem that way.
Beastmen as allies now.
Nice.
We've been putting in the work. I mean, the tower's still a problem.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Something done earlier inside Pelagith's tower.
Currently thinking about Prince of Landling and Chaldea outfit. I think that'd be fun. Just glad that FGO can do to justify its existence.
Oh.
Oh, hi.
I hate that it's squishy.
What in
Ugh.
God's name happened here?
The gods only know. But you can bet these poor sods aren't here by choice.
Quickly! We've got to get them free!
Get back!
That Guilty Gear Strive logo in the back? I don't
Is
know.
that the Guilty Gear Strive logo?
What have I done?
You set off the
Too late
alarm.
for them. We're leaving now.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, that's not good news.
No! No! Don't you dare! We came together and we're leaving together!
That's not good.
Well,
Something about the startup will do DAW music after that.
Jesus.
Dun,
While
dun,
it would be,
dun, dun.
while it would be too much hope to see that we have seen the last of Van Daniel, we have dealt his schemes a telling blow this day, and that alone is cause to celebrate. And celebrate I will, when we have received word of Arnvald's safe return.
About that. Next time on Final Fantasy XIV. It's the beginning of the end. We finish off post Shadowbringers. Bunny Boy Albert Wesker. Hashtag drag. Hashtag software update. Hashtag software update.
Yeah, the 5-year-long software update.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. Anyway, tomorrow is... I don't know why I said that for so long. Tomorrow is Fossil Fighters. I couldn't remember the name of it for a second. I was just like the game that had the things in it. And then Friday is Star Wars, and Saturday should be Pokemon. Yeah.
Yep.
Yay! Okay, I'll see you guys back here tomorrow for fucking whatever I said is tomorrow. Bye for now.
Later, gamers.
Can't tell my brain's a little wonky sometimes.